weather in search of perfect weather. Weather is one of those things that everybody can talk about. Remember my friend who came from California just like me, moved to Chicago, and initially he really couldn't find much to chit-chat with people about. He wasn't into sports. What else could he talk about? Winter arrived and weather it is. You could always talk to anybody in Chicago about the weather. They would love to start up a conversation of weather, love to hear what's new on the forecast, complaining about how bad the weather is. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Where are you from anyway? Weather, it's one of those things that we just sort of live in. We don't have any control of it, right? So that's why this idea of searching for the perfect weather is so interesting. We don't have control of it, yet we still want better weather. Cross your fingers that it's not going to be raining because you wanted to have an outdoor wedding. Cross your fingers that it is going to be raining because you really didn't want to go to somebody else's wedding. It's something that literally is not in control. Our prediction mechanisms are getting better and better, but they're still faulty. But I'm here to tell you about searching for the perfect weather. The clincher is you just have to keep on moving. Why do I say that? Aren't there places of perfect weather? Well, let me tell you about it. So I'm from California. Many people think we have perfect weather in California. Guess what? It gets cold in the winter. I mean, I guess not cold for people who are from the Northeast or the Midwest or from most parts of the U.S., but it's cold for us, I have to put on some sweaters, wear long pants, etc. Morning, it's harder for me to get up because it's sort of cold. Yeah, cold. So I was very excited that I was coming to Vietnam, southern Vietnam to be specific, where it's going to be warm. 80s. T-shirt, shorts all the time. Jacket, what is a jacket? I mean, people here do wear jackets to protect them from the sun in the daytime, but why would I ever need a jacket here, right? Perfect weather. And I come here and realize, I think it's sort of hot. I mean, I do like it hot. I mean, I was complaining bitterly the last few months how cold it was, drizzly, rainy, blah, blah, blah. And now it's hot, not raining. So that's nice, but maybe a little bit cooler. And then so we went to Taiwan for a trip. And Taiwan I thought was wonderful. It was cool, not rainy, probably 60s, 70s, maybe with a light jacket. Perfect. But the Taiwanese didn't think so. Like, oh, it's so cold. Oh, you guys chose a bad time, it's so cold. I apologize for our weather. It's like, what do you mean? It's perfect. Get to go out, walk around, don't break a sweat. Here in Vietnam, you walk a little bit and you break a sweat because it's so hot already, right? You're basically sweating even before you start walking. But then after a little bit of time, you get used to it. Like, I think it's a little bit chilly in Taiwan. Maybe I should put on a jacket. And then I come back to Vietnam and all of a sudden, the weather is more acceptable. I mean, it's still hot, but I don't find it as hot as before. Because the difference in degrees, the temperatures isn't as big. But the thing is, people here are used to it. People here don't find it amazing. When I go somewhere, I start getting acclimated myself. I may have found it amazing the first day, 2, 3, even a week I'm there, and I get used to it and end up finding something I dislike about it. Suffice it to say, the only solution is to constantly keep on moving to perfect weather. You're in a place, other people may find it perfect, you find the flaws. You move to a place that gets rid of those flaws, but has other issues. And you enjoy it for a little bit. And then you stop enjoying it, and then you move on, right? I mean, my skin is much nicer here in Vietnam because it's so moist. Humid is another term people use. A lot of people don't like humidity, right? You want someplace cool and dry, right? But you always have something you dislike. The only solution is keep on moving. Is that really a solution? I mean, some may say facetiously that, the perfect weather is called indoors. Have air conditioning, climate controlled, humidity controlled, right, with air conditioning. Same temperature all year round, perfect? I would say no, because that's just not the definition of weather. Weather is something outside. You want to be experiencing the world. Being in your car driving over is not the same as being outside walking around, wandering, browsing shops, stopping to smell the flowers, saying, hey, what is this fruit tree? I haven't seen this flower before. Like the other day I saw a cashew in real life. Do you know there's a fruit and a little cashew-shaped thing on the bottom? Do you eat the fruit? I don't know. But that's the thing about perfect weather. You could get it. You just always have to be on the move. Always have to be on the go. Is perfect weather then so perfect?